Well, Bruce, when we talk about the darker side of the internet, child pornography is only part of the problem. Young people today spend a large amount of time online, and too much of that time is unsupervised. The goal of Safer Internet Day is to raise awareness about the dangers that lurk online for young people. And to speak about that, we're joined now by Heather Tulk, the Vice President of Marketing for Alliant. Welcome to Live at 5, Heather.
Thank you.
Let's start by talking about the main message that everyone wants to get out this year. What would it be?
I think that the main message that we'd like to get out is a recognition of the fact that the internet is a public space, just like any other public space, and you need to put the same kind of care and attention into understanding what your children are doing, helping them learn about what they should and shouldn't be doing, and how to protect themselves, just like you educate them about life in any other public space that they enter.
Now, I'm guessing that that would mean becoming familiar with the internet yourself, so that you know what you're talking about.
Absolutely, and I think that there's a lot of ways that you can do that. Obviously, the best way is to get online yourself and take part and learn about the various parts of the internet and things that you can do so you can talk their language. There's also a number of resources that you can avail of. We've made some of them available, and we'll be doing a lot more. You learn what the acronyms are that they use when they're messaging each other and what they mean, and also how to set up your settings on your internet so that you can track where your children are going and what they're doing and block them from sites that might be harmful to them.
Let's talk a little bit about that, because I often check the computer history. Is that an important step for parents to do?
Absolutely, and and for things such as Messenger as an example, you need to make sure your settings are set up to capture the history, and to do that, and then to go in and see what your children are doing, but also to be open with your children about what they're doing and to talk to them about what they're seeing or what they're learning, and help them understand, there are some differences about the internet versus other places they go. Things replicate faster, so anything you post on a website or anything you put out there on YouTube or somewhere else is available to everyone and moves quickly. So so what you should and shouldn't do, who you should and shouldn't talk to online, just like who you should and shouldn't talk to in your neighborhood or at the mall.
When you talk about the information that you post, I'm thinking about the content creation that many people put up there about themselves now, places for social networking. What are the warnings that we should be passing along to our children when it comes to that?
Well, I think that the main thing is to help your children understand that once they post something to the internet, they've made it public. And once they've done that, they've lost control of it. So they can't control how it's used by others or where it might go. So really, just making sure they're aware that they need to protect themselves.
Let's talk about supervision. That, of course, is key.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, we would recommend that you keep the internet in an open area in your home, either in your family room or in your kitchen, somewhere where you can be just walking by and, aware of what's going on. That you should try and make sure that your children are, watch for signs of your children trying to hide things from you and what they're doing on the internet, and really be involved and open, and try not to be judgmental about what they're doing unless you see them heading towards harm, but really be open with their environment.
What type of softwares can be installed to protect your children?
Well, there's a number of software that you can use to protect your whole family, such as parental controls, which blocks certain sites and certain types of sites from the internet, antivirus and anti-spyware to prevent things from getting installed on your computer without your notice, firewall to prevent things from being downloaded to your computer. That's all available. And then also using some of the tools, as I mentioned, that are in the software, like the history tracking, like as an example in Messenger, making sure it's turned on so that people can't join a group with your children without their permission, so they know everyone who's seeing their messages all the time.
And while you think you may be up to speed today, that could all change tomorrow.
Absolutely, and that's why it's really important to stay involved. We put, on our website, I brought some age-specific information for different ages of your children. What to talk to them about at the certain stages of their development, what programs they can use, and how to set up your software on your computer. And we'll keep that updated, and it'll always be available for our customers.
Fantastic. So you can go online and find this information for yourself at www.alliant.net, and it is age-specific. It's fantastic. It's a parent's guide for ages 8 and 9, 10 and 12, 13 and 15. As well, you can also check out cybertip.ca. I believe it is. You're partnering with them to pass along some important information as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for coming in tonight.
Thanks, Tara.
Heather Tulk is the Vice President of Marketing for Alliant. Bruce?